Hello everyone. So for today, I want to go through some of these things that I had already done with that master board. Again, just little journal cards. I thought it'd be nice to just show you how they turned out. These wonderful little journal cards. They were fun to make. And again, I just wanted to show them off. Alright, and here are the final pieces that I had made of the coin envelope idea. Again, just going through some of them. Here, I wanted to use up some pieces. That's how they ended up. Alright, now we're going to do some fold out envelopes. And this is the first one I had made. Let's see if I can get it open. I didn't think I glued any of it down. Okay. And lots of space to write on. I really like making these ones because it gives you a lot more space to write on, and these can become a pocket, they can go inside a pocket, and all that jazz. So let's get going on some of these. Again, we're just gonna work away on making some more stuff here. Fold outs. Now you can sew these. You don't have to necessarily do no sew way. I just so happened to have done the no sew way with the first one. But you could mass make a bunch of these, and then of course have it where you're going to have them mass made. Again, mass make them, sew them. That one piece just does not want to be nice to me. Let's glue this on. There we go. Now, if you want it to go forward, you gotta remember to keep it forward. I really like this, so that's why I'm gonna do it this way. So we got one pretty much done. That's all you need to do. And let me think, what else we should do here. I kind of feel like this needs something, and now that I have my Fabri-Tac back, it's much easier to fiddle around with items over top of it. So you could do something like this. Also, you could, with a different, or with the closure idea, if you want a closure for it, and you don't really want to do your norm, you could easily do this. If you don't want that same closure idea like this one, and you want to keep the integrity of the page and everything else, this is a great way of doing it. Doing the eyelet idea. If you don't have an eyelet, I'll show you another way of doing it too, so don't worry. If you're not a person who has eyelets, you don't necessarily need an eyelet to do this. I'm tying that. Get this around. And I find in order to make sure it's the same size and the way I want it to be, it's a little easier to do it this way. There we go. So cute little pouch. And again, if you're gonna, you can glue this onto it in order to make it a pocket and that type of thing. So I mean, there are options out there. Maybe we'll do that with the next one. Just do a different closure every single time, right? Okay, I think I want this part to be facing, so that's what I'm gonna base my gluing off of. Gotta love it when your glue's sticking to everything. Okay. That off. Cut this edge off here, and there we go. And I recommend trying to keep it 4.5 inches or smaller. This one's smaller than 4.5 inches, so it does make sense. And I've noticed this part's a little crooked. Let's try fixing it. There we go. Alright. Now this time we're not going to use an eyelet. We're going to use this. So you can take a normal hole puncher, like this, and just try to make sure it's lined up correctly here. Again, normal hole punch. If you have hole reinforcers, put a hole reinforcer in. You could put it both ways, but I'm not going to. Not with this one. Let's see. I have this piece here. I'm just wondering. Okay. Nope, we want it this way. go up and around and to tie it through. And if you have a thick piece like this, again, you can take your glue here and glue it down to that spot. And now, also I'm going to glue it here. Ooh, I overglued just a little. You know what? I have paper towels right here. There we go. And then I kind of want like a pretty little thing to go, because this one's definitely going to be a pocket, so I'm not too worried about it looking odd here. I was just thinking something like this over top here. So there we go. So there, just a cute little pocket that when this dries, it will look rather pretty with the donkey and everything. And actually, this one I might actually keep for a future project, just because I am going to be working on a journal that has to do with making that, well, Winnie the Pooh themed eventually here. So if I have more ephemera already made, I'm going to be better off. So again, it's just fun to use up what you have instead of holding on to everything. And this is food coloring dyed paper. That's what I use, is food coloring dye. This one I'm definitely going to use as a piece to stick inside something, so I kind of want a different piece holding it here. It's just coming up with what I want to hold it with. I think I'll just go into my random stuff here. This one seems fun. Have the dog showing, but I don't really fit right. Let's see if there's a better one here somewhere. I mean, there's this boy too. Yeah, I'm thinking boy with dog. Way better than the rest. And this I'll use art glitter glue because I know art glitter glue, it's gonna stick. There was a massive snowstorm in the past week, and it's been kind of crazy. It's very slippery roads, and I don't really like it, but it happens. And my one daughter got her second COVID shot, and she's been kind of like out of it. There we go. So, nice and simple. And again, you can sew around. I'm not going to because at the moment it ain't my main ordeal doing that. I want Snoopy showing, so I want to make sure Snoopy is showing with this piece. And the snowdrifts, oh my goodness, there has been many snowdrifts lately. There we go. Just get this bottom part. Alright, so if I do it this way, I'm just wanting to see Snoopy's backwards. So if I want Snoopy forward, I'm going to have to do it this way. But if I do it forward, he's backwards that way. Guess he's going to end up backwards, and there's just nothing I can do about that. So that happens sometimes. At least we get Snoopy's feet, I guess. And come up again with something to close it with. I think I'm going to do another eyelet with this one, but I'm going to do the closure separately now. We're just going to start winging through this part. The decoration portion and everything else separate from this, and color good. Alright. Like, this one's going to be really skinny. But that's okay. Again, they can take on many shapes and sizes. My only recommendation is making sure it's less than a so they can be long like this, or longer and skinnier. They can be wider and all that jazz. I do recommend the 4.5. Make sure it's less than 4.5. If it's more than 4.5, chances are it is not going to fit on your page. That is my biggest thing. So that's my only big recommendation here, is make sure it's, I don't like them when they're in the middle like that. But again, this is a great way to use up what you have. You can use plain book page, like, let's see, I have some plain book page. Okay, something like this. Sorry about the loud noise, but they're plowing or snow blowing again, which at this point, don't know why, because we can't, it really is not helping anything. Rosie, can you please take that back into the bedroom?
No, it's not Dad.
Okay. So again, you can use plain book page. And do the same thing, just decorate the outside. So that is one thing I am going to tell you. You can use whatever kind of paper you want to. I'm just using what I have on my desk currently. Wrong drawer. I could take something easily like this to make a piece. So this is just from our last one, from the coin envelopes, and all I'm doing is taking a scrap, and you can use digitals to do this. You can use scrap paper and do this, scrapbooking paper and do this. I'm just saying there are many, many, many options for you to use these pieces. Shoot. And of course I'm trying to stick it down on the wrong side. Or you can do what I just did and stick it down on the wrong side, which means I'm probably going to have to re-glue. But that's okay. Before I try re-gluing, I want to straighten this out. It's like all crooked. And I don't like it. It did not feel right, that part. And this part still looks crooked too. So I'm going to move that up. There. Just a little less crookedness mixed in there. Alright. And again, this is just making skinny one. It still ended up crooked somehow. There. So, great way. Sometimes they are going to turn out where this ends up bumping. Score it beforehand if you don't want to deal with that, is my suggestion. You do you. That's what we're going to do. Here, glue. Again, I'll probably straighten this out once I have it folded. I find that that's the easiest way of straightening these things out when doing this. So, nope, I want it this way. Ta-da! So we got another one done. Now this, I'm just going to keep as scrap. We're probably going to make more of them collage master boards that I've been kind of showing off the pieces of later on. Here are more different pages, different book pages, music paper, etc. that came out of books. I'm going to start working on getting ready for the next videos and everything. Just remember, I do film ahead. I don't always film the normal way. Here are the 4 that we decorated together. We made 4 non-decorated ones that I'm going to work on, or 5 non-decorated ones that are different sizes that shall be fun to make later on or create with off camera. I'll be working on them off camera, but again, awesome way of creating and making pieces. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you join me in making stuff with your old book pages. I have, again, a lot of illustrated book pages that I've been just like wanting to use up, but I hold on to them and all that jazz. So this is me de-hoarding my book pages. Have a great day or night. Bye.